What is going on, everybody? This is Jose Ledesma with Ignorant Shxt Only Podcast. This is episode 44. I'm with my co-host, Could You Flip?
What up, baby?
He's hella fat. And today's special guest, we have one of Sacramento's best artists that has to offer for the city, man. I also heard you're a big anime guy. We'll get into that as well.
Yeah.
One of Sacramento's best artists, man. Shogun Sav, man. Clap it up for him, baby.
Appreciate
you, brother, for coming on, man.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Absolutely. Let's get into it right away as we were talking off camera, man. You say you go back and forth a lot to Atlanta, man. Tell us about your situation with Atlanta.
It's my home away from home. So it started, I say seventh grade. First time I moved out there. I was going to Smedberg out here, and I was in Elk Grove School District my whole life. I stayed over, so I grew up over on Florin and French, if you guys know where that is.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know where that is, that's like Cowtown. It's in the middle of nowhere. A lot of farm, a lot of cows, and a lot of nothing.
It used to be.
Yeah, like now they're starting to build. They're starting to build shit over there now.
Yeah.
When I was
it
over
used
there,
to be like that though.
When I was over there, it was nothing. And I stayed in the same apartment for 14 years. My mom kept the same apartment for 14 years.
Are you talking about the one that's right there on?
Yep, Sunflorin Village. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
stayed in Sunflorin.
My sister lived at those apartments.
I stayed in Sunflorin Village my whole career down there. So 14 years I was there. I went to Smedberg, and then it was my first time moving to Atlanta. It was like 7th grade.
And that was because of your grandma, right?
Yeah, I wasn't doing too good in school, so my grandma was like, "Yeah, send them out here." And so I went out there and basically like finished up that school year at Creekside. It was where Creekside had 6th, 7th, and 8th grade in like the hallways. It was like one hallway was all 6th grade, one hallway was all 7th grade, and one hallway was all 8th grade. So the school was like, it was weird. It was a weird school.
What was one of like the biggest culture shocks that you seen, like you're 14 when you go out there, right?
I was like, like 12, 13.
Okay. So
grade,
obviously, like you're like full blown Californian. You know what I'm saying? You were born here. Like you're developing that kind of Californian, identity, essentially, like the state that you're from. But then now, in the years where you're, adolescence, where you're still developing who you are as a person, now you go to Atlanta. Like there's huge culture shocks. Did any of that shit like affect who you are today, like as a person?
Yeah, definitely. I think all the times that I moved out there, it did, like in different ways, because I got to, like you said, being out here 12 years and then going out there for like a year or two. I got to, like, my 7th grade year, it was the most black people I've ever seen in my life. Like there's black people out here, but consecutively, like only, it was like.
Well, they say Atlanta is like Black Hollywood. It was
only like the schools I went to. My teachers were black. My principal was black. The lunch ladies were black. My bus driver was black. Like everybody, all my peers at the school was. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the offhand, like the other races were minorities. The black was the majority. Yeah. And so that was my first time really witnessing that, because out here, we're multicultural. We got a little bit of everything.
Yes, absolutely.
And so I always grew up, with a little bit of everything. So that was my first, like, oh.
I got a homie from South Carolina, and he tells me all the time, he's like, bro, he describes it similar to that too. He's like, it's like just so many, there's a lot of black people in the town that he comes from. Mm-hmm. But he was like, bro, if you go there, he's like, it's a culture shock because of the hospitality that people have too out there in the South, like the way they take care of you type shit. He's like, it's way different than out here. He's like, I almost got into a lot of fights when I first came out here because goddamn, I was polite and everybody was mean and shit. And I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah, it's weird. Even
is Atlanta the same way?
Just like as far as the culture shock, like I could tell you, like when I moved out there as an adult, like I was like job searching. I just had my daughter. I was job searching and shit, man. I was walking in the spots. I walked in a Waffle House and was like, hey, I'm looking for a job. He's like, what do you do? And I kind of told him a little bit what was going on. And he's like, hey, man, come in tomorrow for an interview. And it was just like a lot of it was like just word of mouth. I was going into places, which is crazy to
think about nowadays.
Yeah, I was going into places saying I needed a job, and they were like, come back tomorrow for an interview, or do the application right now, or like it was just like And it was weird. It was actually like real weird because out here it was never that. You know, I always had to like I walk in to go to a job. It was never come in tomorrow for an interview. Yeah. It was always, you know,
fill out this paper. We'll probably get back to you
maybe,
in 2-3 weeks
or something like
shit.
that. Yeah.
So let me guess, was this first interview question? Do you know how to squabble?
Nah,
because you know they get down differently at Waffle House.
So I feel like that was before. That okay, I'm not gonna say they weren't fading at Waffle House. They were probably always fading at Waffle House.
Yeah.
But I think that's before the internet. Like the internet was out, but it wasn't out. So I don't think everybody knew they was boxing at Waffle House yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it was just like a
regional thing. You know what I'm saying?
Thing,
like you're from this area, you gonna know that
you gonna box at Waffle House.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now everybody knows that they're boxing.
It's like
at Waffle House.
You know what I mean? You're gonna get put on, but at some point you're gonna have to prove.
Facts.
You're gonna
have to come to Waffle House.
You want these fucking waffles? You know what you got to do.
How long did you work at Waffle House?
I was there for like a year and a half.
Oh, we need to know your craziest stories then, right now.
Did you have to squabble?
I was about to say, how many people?
No,
craziest story.
My craziest story when I was there, you probably find me and beat my ass after this. I served Evander Holyfield because he had a house.
Oh yeah, he's from Atlanta.
And his house he used to own. So my grandma stayed in this subdivision, badass subdivision, right? And it's like when I used to go there to visit, it was funny because I didn't think there was no kids that lived there. Like she lived in a subdivision. I didn't think there was no kids in there. It was so big and it was so massive. Like I used to walk around it and like fucking get lost sometimes. And it had some of the biggest houses I ever seen in my life. And it was like, just think of like one of the best neighborhoods you've seen and multiply that by 10. That's the type of neighborhood my grandma stayed in. Yeah, like across the street from her house, a fucking like Dodger player lived there, owned the house. It was a black dude. And his kids would be out playing and shit. Like,
it's like real suburbs. Yeah.
Super suburbs.
Yeah.
Like every house.
On steroids.
Think of the nicest neighborhoods you know,
and
multiply that by 10. That's how my grandma's subdivision
was. It gated too?
Damn.
Nah, but it was like it was like one way in though.
Oh, they were so it wasn't gated, but low key you had only
way in, and it
you
was
had to know to be in
big.
there.
Yeah, it was hella big. You had to know somebody to damn near pull it. If you didn't know nobody, you wasn't going in that neighborhood. It was one of those. Like if you didn't, but anyways, Evander Holyfield owned the whole house next door, which I think Rick Ross maybe bought it years later when Rick Ross became the guy. He ended up buying it.
Oh
but
shit!
That whole.
Is that his estate now?
I think that might be where he lives now.
Oh my fuck!
But I'm not sure if he still owns it or if he still lives there. But I'm pretty sure Rick Ross bought Evander Holyfield's old house.
Yeah.
You feel me? But anyway, I was at the Waffle House. He came in. He was with his family, and I got the opportunity to serve him and his family. So I was taking care of them and whatnot. And when he got up, when he was leaving, it was weird because he was like, I gave him his check and. He didn't tip. He didn't tip Evander. And then I gave him his check and he paid like an exact change. And so I was kind of like a little bit thrown off, kind of, because you know he's in my eyes he's a celebrity, so I'm thinking he's gonna drop it.
He got it like that.
He gonna drop 2 dubs instead of like it was like 30 something and some change.
32.17.
And he gave me 32.17. Yes, that's. Type of shit that he did.
Oh hell yeah!
And so when he gave, and no shade, you know, tight. He had
you can't say nothing, bro.
Hey, come on.
Hell no, I wouldn't say anything. You know what I did say to him?
I said, "Hey, Evander, I said, "Hey, champ, when you gonna knock somebody out again?" And the way he looked at me, brother, I thought he was gonna knock me out in a Waffle House. Bro.
He said right now.
He said, matter of fact, this right hook is feeling real warm right now.
I thought it was gonna be me, bro. Like he
thought it was gonna be me.
He looked down, like, and he's big.
Yeah, he's a big ass dude.
Yeah.
Looked down at me. That little bit of ear was missing.
Yeah.
He looked down at me.
The one Tyson bit off.
The one Tyson bit off. He looked down at me, and I just said,
"Oh, this is exactly.
Have a good day."
Yeah.
Like, he didn't say nothing, and
I'd imagine, like, even if it's Waffle House, like, what server's going to tell bro about a tip?
Nah, hell no.
No one's going to go up to the event or hopefully, but, hey, bro, you didn't tip me for this meal.
So I just asked him when he was going to knock somebody out again, and I think he was contemplating on doing me.
He's like, I got an opportunity right now. Right now.
Say something else, little dude.
Somebody else would have been like, nah, champ, you know what? We owe you 17 cents.
Matter of fact, you overpaid. Matter of fact, here's a $100 voucher.
Yeah, he probably took it like, hey, this little dude saying I ain't got no paper, huh?
Yeah.
You gonna knock somebody out again. Yeah, that's probably how he took it now I think about it.
I'm about to say, grown ass man like Evander who hasn't fought at that point for like, you know what I mean, like almost 10 years.
And yeah, it's been
he probably was like, what is little homie trying to get at? Yeah. Matter of fact, like stay where you're at.
Yeah, hold on.
He may have said, he
got some in your teeth, young man.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, man, bro. Yeah,
so that's one of my funny stories. Fighter. That job was funny though. I worked there 2 to 9.
Oh, you worked right for a couple hours right after the dinner rush.
Yep, and right before the clubs let out.
Yeah.
So that's good. So that's probably why I didn't see no squabbles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you would have worked the graveyard shift, you would have seen everything.
I probably would have seen the squabbles.
You would have seen everything. Want to start fading.
You would have seen pimps walking with their hose.
You would have seen everything. Are they in open carry state?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay, so, okay, for sure. I don't know. Cool, because, certain states are open carry.
It might be a little loose. Well, definitely looser than California. Yeah. Everything's damn near looser than California. The only thing that's tougher on guns in California is New York. Yeah. But besides New York, like, we're hella, like, tight with guns. So I imagine Atlanta's not as bad as us.
Because it's the South, so
Yeah, that's what you mean. Because
they right there close to Florida. I imagine they probably loose as shit.
Yeah.
Because Florida don't give a shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Florida, you can do anything in Florida down there.
That's crazy.
You can do anything in Florida.
You can give anyone you want. You want to sell coke? There you go.
Yeah, facts. Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't know. You know what? We'll get to that later, bro.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do want to know what y'all think about that too.
I got a lot of opinions because that shit's bullshit. Or at least
you think so?
Well. We'll get into it. But one thing, if you want to bring up again too, before we started rolling, you were talking about the music scene and like how all the artists before they popped off and all that. You want to get into that?
So in like Atlanta, look, I ain't gonna lie, I'll give credit to Atlanta where like, cause I was like always kind of rapping a little bit. Like before I went out there, I was kind of like trying to write stuff and figure it out. But when I moved out there for high school. When I moved out there for high school, I was on the Creek side, and I was like a recluse because I was out here. I had just started gangbanging and shit. I was like fucking in that scene when I was out here, like before I left. So I was like kind of doing gangster shit, trying to do gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? And like around guns and all the like shit that. Unnecessary shit that I really shouldn't have been doing, right? And I was like trying to live that life, and then everything started just crumbling around me for real while I was out here. And then it was on like my mom sent me out there to save my life type shit. She was like, you need to go out there because all your friends out here are going to prison. And that's where they were going. Like, they weren't dying. They were all going to prison. Like, boom, 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 consecutively. And they're all still in there now. As we speak to the
shout out to moms, you know what I mean? Because not every parent is going to have the conviction to send their kid away. You know what
to really recognize, because me and my mom, we were close at that time. She was dating this dude. And she was like, it was like one of those, she needed to get out of it type things, but it was just kind of where we was at. And so she would spend a lot of time out the house, and I would spend a lot of time out the house. And then we were kind of like, when we do come together, we would just do shit or something. Like, I was 16, I was smoking weed probably, so my mom was like, she would be like, she smokes weed, so she'd be like, hey, get us 2 dubs and take her dub sack, I'll take my dub sack, and then we'll fucking, you know what I'm saying? See you later at home type shit. So it was like we had always had that like a cool mother-son relationship, you know what I'm saying? So it was whatever she was, I didn't even really recognize that she was seeing the shit that was going on with me, you know? And so yeah, she ended up sending me out there for my high school, like 10th, 11th grade. And so yeah, backstory. So when I moved out there, I was like to myself a little bit, and so I started writing raps on the paper. And terrible raps. might I add. They weren't good at all, but I was like figuring something out, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was like filling it out and shit. And then it was cool because I had this choir class and I was out there and it was 36 girls in the class and 8 guys.
Oh, the ratios are
in
your favor.
We would be singing. And mind you, I'm new there. I'm new at this school, so I really don't know anybody. So I took the opportunity to meet all 36 girls in my class. Because I was like...
He's like, I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to like... I met the guys too and like we're friendly with them, but I took that opportunity to meet all the girls in my class.
I'm the new guy.
I knew, that way when I wasn't in class, I knew a girl somewhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I knew somebody somewhere. 36 of them, so I could kind of, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, like that class was cool. And then so I could really credit to like the neighborhood I moved in. So my cousin, when I was in high school, I got an older cousin named Joy. She's maybe like 10, 15 years older than me. And that's my mom's like. My mom and her, that's her niece. They're hella close, and like I always grew up knowing my cousin Joy. And so when she moved, she had her son DJ, and she was finally like moved out there, and me and her were staying with grandma. And then she came in my room one day and was like, "Look, I'm getting a house built. It's about to be done. When it's done, if you want, you can come live with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me, you, and DJ." Of course, took the opportunity. Me and my cousin, we moved in this apartment, and so the neighborhood we lived in was cool because, like, when I was going to high school, and there was actually kids my age in this neighborhood. When I go to the bus stop, they all went to the bus stop. That's where I met one of my best friends, Christian, till this day, still one of my best friends. And so, that's when I started like perfecting my craft a little bit. I met this dude named Jay. I called him Jay Swag. He's from New York, and he would freestyle rap.
Oh shit!
And so I started
at the bus stop type shit.
At the bus stops, we would freestyle after school at the little community center at the pool and shit like that. He had a PSP, a jailbroken PSP, and he used to download hella beats on it.
Oh my god!
We download hella beats off YouTube, and so we would be in there. I have found somebody named Big E at the school. He used to sell weed in the bathroom. I don't even know if he went to the school. He used to post up in the bathrooms all day, bro, and just sell dub sacks, bro.
He said, I don't even know if he went to the school.
He's still 6 for dubs.
That sound like bro from ATL. What was his name? Pookie or whatever. The brother had the gold tooth. I forgot the actor's name, but anyway.
Yeah, that fool.
He said what? 6 for dub?
6 bags for dub when I found them.
Are these full Gramskis? Like
fat pillow bags.
Oh, I remember.
Fat
the
bags.
Batmans.
Yeah, fat bags. Flip. 6 bags for dub. When I met him, I asked somebody. I was like, "Hey man," because
that's 4 fat blondes.
I was talking to one of my homegirls from choir class. And I had got into it with this dude because I guess he liked her and was trying to get with her and shit. And you know, I was on my crash out phase though because I had just came from here. I'm like, I don't know you niggas. Yeah. I don't want to know you niggas.
Yeah.
Like I got my camp back home and they all locked up. Yeah. Nigga. And ain't none of y'all them. And so I was just on that time. You feel me? And so when he tried to press me about it, I was on that time. I was like, bro, I don't know you niggas. I don't want to know you niggas. And I went through the spiel with him. Yeah. And then after that, they kind of was like, it made them be like, who is this dude? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I started talking to them, started communicating with these niggas, and so they ended up being cool and shit.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like trying to find some weed one day, and they was like, oh, you know Big E? Nah. They was like, all right. Took me to the bathroom that he was in. But he's big dude, fat dude, posted the dreads, posted there. I said, how much? He's like, yeah, I do 6 bags for dub. I said, 6 bags for what? 6 bags for dub. Mind you, I'm like, cause at this time I didn't tell nobody I was from California. Yeah. So I'm like, all right. And I got the little 6 bags from him for dub. The next day because I ended up getting 6 more bags from him for dub, but I had to tell him like, hey bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm from Cali, bro. This weed's not that great. Yeah. I see why you're selling it 6 for dub.
Yeah, that's what my next question was gonna be. Is it fucking?
I see why you're selling it like you're selling it, bro.
Yeah.
I see why you're selling it.
But like when you started telling people you was from Cali, it was like they trying to like fuck you over because you from Cali type shit.
Nah, it got different. Once I told them I was from Cali, at that time when I don't know how it is now. It's probably a lot of people but when I was out there, it could have felt like okay, this was funny. Like, I thought for the longest I was the only dude from Cali at my school, and I would actively walk through the halls rapping Mac Dre lyrics and shit like that. Like I was on, rapping Mac Dre lyrics and shit. One time I was doing that, and this dude finished my lyrics, and I was like, "Who the fuck just rapped that?"
Just threw your whole shit off.
Yeah,
Who knows this?
Who goes
Nobody
there?
knew it.
Yeah.
Ended up meeting this dude named Dre. He was from Oak Park. He's from Sacramento, Oak Park, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, me and him linked instantly.
That's crazy to be from the same city
to be from the same city,
yeah.
it was instant connection, bro.
Yeah.
And after that, me and him started kicking a little bit and shit.
You still keep in touch with him, bro?
Nah, I ain't seen him in years, bro. Not since high school.
Yeah,
but we would go, we smoke weed and shit.
Did he stay out there and you came back this way, or you don't know?
I don't know.
Oh, okay,
I don't even know what happened to him and shit. But yeah, and then the music scene, like I really credit Atlanta for like, I think developing my flow.
Yeah.
Like, getting my flow together, making me want to kind of start rapping and pursue it in a serious kind of fashion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then when I moved out there as an adult, that's when when I was out there in high school, Gucci had the shit on lock.
Oh,
tapes,
yeah.
Gucci tapes, the Buzz Lightyear shits and the, all the mixtapes he was dropping. He was dropping mixtape after mixtape after mixtape after mixtape. Yeah. And I think when I was in high school, Drake had just came out with October's Very Own. Oh, so he was singing. He was on the front the autumn style cover. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That had just came out because I knew a couple girls in my class was listening to it, and I was like, "Who's this light skinned dude?" And they're like, "Oh, he's dope. I think he was singing at that time.
Best I ever had.
I think he was singing at that time.
Shit, yeah.
That's before he was rapping for real.
Yeah.
But this one girl I knew, she had this black girl with dreads. She one of the first black girls I ever met with dreads, bro, out there in Atlanta when I was in high school. But she was on Gucci, hella tough. Like, she was like, you gotta listen to this one and this one. So she kind of, like,
put me
on Gucci.
Yeah.
Like, at that time, I was like, okay, I can mess with this. Like, and he wasn't that great to me either at that time. But I was just like, all right, I could get with it because it's, it's not that. Yeah. And then when I was an adult, I lived out there, and my homeboy upstairs, he was putting me on trying to put me on the 2 Chainz and the, I think like Migos had just came out, 2 Chainz came out, and this is Migos without Offset. I feel like he was in jail maybe, so it was just Takeoff and Quavo rapping, and then it was like 2 Chainz was out and Future was just coming out, like doing that like Dirty Sprite shit, I think, and then like I forgot. I remember being at home one day and seeing like Kendrick Lamar just coming, like not just coming out, but like Recipe had just came out with him and Dr. Dre, and I was like knew of him, like was listening to Kendrick, and then was like very much so removed, and then like that shit, seeing that shit on TV, I was like, okay, fuck, the West is, we out there still making music, because I wasn't fucking hearing nothing. I was hearing all that Atlanta music and shit. So I wasn't sure what we was doing. I was
conversation.
Like, I was like, who's making music in the West right now?
You know what song I love by Gucci Mane is that fucking Swing My Dough. I count 18-5 every time I swing my dough. That shit gets me so amped. I be in traffic like angry.
Driving through the snow.
Like that Revenge of the East Atlanta Santa.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That shit's great.
His Santa shit go crazy. At least for me when I listen to Gucci Mane.
That shit tight, bro. But yeah,
and then that was around because this was all before they all went like super mainstream, right?
Yeah, this was like 20. This is like when was my daughter born 2011. This had to be like 12. Maybe.
I'm about to say 2012. That makes sense because I remember 2 Chainz in 2012.
Yeah,
because he had just did that song with Drake and Kendrick and what was it, Bad Bitches or something like that? Yeah. So I remember. Yeah,
still a banger to this day.
Yeah, thanks. I love Bad Bitches. That's my fucking problem.
Yeah, that was like around that time. And so that was my last time, I think, in Atlanta. I haven't been to Atlanta since.
Now, when you probably go back, it's probably going to be another
culture shock phase.
Yeah, it's going to be different.
Yeah, and I really want to take my daughters out there. One of my best friends, he made a great name for himself out there. He's still one of my best friends to this day. We talk.
Talking about Christopher?
Whenever he's not busy, we talk. My boy Fats the barber. He's a Instagram personality. He probably got involved, but he's a cast member on Wild 'N Out. Like
so he's
during COVID. I was it's funny. Me and him like we go through these periods where we talk, and then we he's mad busy though all the time and shit. So every now and then I hit him like, hey, what's up, twin? Love you. See what you're doing. Keep at it. He'll hit me back a couple days later. Love you, bro. Whatever. But we was talking around COVID. We did a lot of talking though. A lot of talking around COVID, and he was asking me. He's actually asking me. He was like, man, they asked me to come on Wild 'N Out and do an audition, and he's like, but they want me to get COVID shot. He's like, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, you don't know if you want to take the jab.
I'm not too sure if I want to take the jab. I'm like, bro, it might be a great opportunity. I don't know.
You never know.
Depends how you feel. Yeah.
Depends
how you feel.
I do want to ask.
Now he's on there and he's been doing his thing. He's a regular on there now.
Yeah.
Wilding out and shit. So yeah.
Speaking of Wild, not to cut you off, brother, but like, what's trippy is like, that white boy comedian Matt Rife, the one that has a hell of women at his shows and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, before he became famous, he was on Wild 'N Out. I didn't even know that. I saw a clip from like 2017, 2018. Way before no one ever knew his name, and he was on Wild 'N Out with it was the episode where Zendaya was the celebrity guest or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, since when was Matt Rife on Wild 'N Out?
Yep.
No, it's just like another random thing.
No, that was crazy. I do want to ask though, because
Kim Possible.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
When you were out there, this is my last question. That would be about Atlanta specific, unless you have more. But I did want to ask: did you spend any time outside of Atlanta, or were you only in Atlanta?
So I wasn't even in Atlanta. Actually,
okay.
I was in like Fairburn, Fayetteville, and like the outer limit cities, I guess.
Okay.
The outer
kind of
cities.
like College Park.
I spent a lot of time in College Park. Because that's where they had a Walmart that I liked out there because it was hood. So my grandma, the side she stayed on, they had this area called so the movie theater over there is called Tinseltown. And it was like a nice ass shopping area where the white folks would go. That's where the white folks would go over there, Peachtree City. They would go over there and go shop and do their shopping and shit. And then I ended up me and my mom found this Walmart in College Park that was stupid hood. And when we found it, we walked in and we was like, I'm home. Bro, we never stopped going to that Walmart, bro. Yeah. And so we would just go to the Walmart over there, bro, and spend hella time in College Park. I would go to this shrimp, this like seafood spot. Yeah, fire ass shrimp. I would go get my shrimp over there and go flirt with the little shorty behind the desk.
There you go.
And I used to try to spend a lot of time over there though. That's why.
That was the spot.
That was the spot. And I used to this place I used to get my hair cut. When I was in 7th grade, bro, I was out there making bread because every Saturday and Sunday I'll go sit at the barbershop and sweep hair for $10 a chair.
Oh shit!
And there was 5 chairs in there, so I made $50 and I do errands for them and shit. Hey, can you go pick up my plate from the Chinese spot, or can you go pick up me some whatever for my clippers? And they'll cut hair. I get free haircuts, so I used to stay drip free haircuts. I used to have free every Monday I go to school, fresh haircut. I get a hair. One dude I tell him don't pay me 10, just give me a cut.
Oh,
so facts.
Yep. So 5 chairs. So 5 chairs I get $10, and 1 chair I get a free cut.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You have one person? Do you get haircuts from all of them? From all the
one
chairs?
person. One dude.
Oh, okay. For
one
sure.
dude. I used to go to one dude.
Yeah.
I think really he didn't have the $10 to pay me. I don't think people was going to. People probably didn't be sitting in this chair like that.
He didn't have a lot of people in the chair.
Yeah. So he's like, bro, I can pay you cuts.
Hey, that's plugged though. Every Monday?
Easy.
You said every Monday you was at school with a new
like every 2 weeks, so every other week I get one.
They're probably asking you like, are you a barber? I just got it like that.
I actually work at a barbershop.
Oh, there you go.
I work at a barbershop, baby.
Oh, you do right now?
No, I was just.
Just at that point, like that point.
I work at a barbershop, baby.
I know you said the ringtone was Power Rangers, so I need to know what's your favorite Power Rangers. Which era is basically what I'm getting at.
I gotta say the classic. I gotta say classic MMPR.
Mighty Morphin.
I gotta say
Same
classic
here.
Mighty Morphin.
I'm a Mighty Morphin guy.
But I do got a soft spot for Dino Thunder. Dino Thunder.
I was literally gonna say Dino Thunder or Dino Fury. But SPD was cool too. I like SPD.
The SPD was tight. They were just cops. They was just some cop ass shit.
Well.
They was cop ass. They was some cops.
The Dino Fury. I like Dino Fury.
But yeah, I tried to, even into my adult life, I try to see what Power Rangers is doing, because like for a long time, I mean, you know, the movie happened. Remember the movie with Ivan Ooze? It was fire as fuck. And then they did the Turbo movie, which was
the
tight.
whole movie was a bro dripped in purple selling lean to kids. That was that whole movie, bro.
Brainwashing kids with lean.
If you go look at the movie now, look at it on YouTube or something, the whole premise of the movie is the Power Rangers stopping a bro who's dripped in purple from selling lean to kids. That's literally the whole movie.
And he kind of acted like a drug dealer,
He did. He had his goons and the whole shit.
Yeah, and he was not a nice guy.
Nah, hell no.
Not a nice
guy.
What
movie is this?
This Power Rangers, the movie. It was like in the 90s when it came out.
99.
Yeah, 98, I gotta watch this.
98, 99.
No, it's like, when you look at it with adult lens, it's literally just blood dripped in red. It was from another planet in space that came to Earth.
He's selling cups?
And he's just, it's jars.
He's selling jars.
Basically, he's just selling leans to kids. That's literally the whole movie.
And it brainwashed their parents so he could get the parents to work for him.
Exactly. It's literally, that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then all you just see is fucking Tommy kicking ass.
Yep.
Fucking Kimberly kicking ass. Just doing all their flips and shit. You know how Power Rangers get down with all the flips and shit.
The movie tight though.
So let's talk about you though, brother. Let's talk about you and your music.
Yeah.
Where does Shogun Sav come from? Because obviously Shogun is like a major like title in Japanese culture, right? Which means I'd imagine you've seen the show too, correct?
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite shows.
Show.
That show's so good.
I still haven't seen it.
Are you shitting?
I've been meaning to. Why?
Because the subtitle.
No.
He don't read too well.
No. I'm a sub guy. He's a dub guy. Fuck him. He's a dub guy.
You watched the subtitle though, right?
I have.
You had to.
No, fuck him. He's still a dub guy. Fuck him. He's a dub guy. I'm an actual sub guy. I will sit through Japanese, Korean, whatever other language, and just read the subtitles. I don't fuck with motherfuckers that dub.
That's me too. I watch anything in any language.
That's what I'm saying. I don't fuck with dubbers.
If I could read it, I'll watch it.
What's your favorite Bollywood movie? No, I'm playing.
I ain't seen too many Bollywood movies. That's crazy.
Me neither. That shit's
Netflix got hell of them.
Bro,
Netflix got all the Bollywood shit.
There was that one big one that came out a couple years ago. It was like Triple R or some shit.
Yeah.
It was like a 3.5 hour fucking movie, and it was just 90% of it was dancing and singing.
It was The Eternals.
No, not The Eternals, fat bitch. It's called. It was literally called Triple R.
Nah, but it had cut in there.
You're hella disgusting. You talking about that one actor?
Yes.
The comedian actor that got hella ripped for one movie.
Yeah.
You know, bro, it's still ripped. Like he.
That's really probably a lifestyle for him now.
Yeah, I'm about to say now it became a lifestyle, but before that,
they have to give him 2 mics.
No, but obviously, like, where did the name come from?
I started out. So I got Sav. I used to be Young Sav.
Young Sav.
Okay.
I
was Young Sav for a long time, and then I went through this motion of like, bro, I've had 100 names. I probably had like 100 different names that all associated with Sav. So I put like different shit, and like at one point I was like, I think I was. What was I calling myself? I forget. I think I was just going by it. Maybe just regular. I was just Sav at the time, and then I was like, when I felt like I was good in rap, I was like, man, they need to call me Sensei Sav, cause I got something to teach. I could teach these fools how to rap now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good now. So Sensei Sav, and then it I didn't even really think it was gonna adopt like it did, but it adopted, and then people started calling me Sensei. And then I was sitting at a show. I was here at a show one time, and there was like 3 senseis on the lineup, and I was already in my head. I was like, once I go from sensei, I was like, my final form is gonna be Shogun, cause that's the highest in this so I was like, once I'm done with sensei, I'll become Shogun, but I didn't know how to like
make that transition.
So I was just staying sensei, and then when I was sitting here, and like the third dude went on stage and said, I'm Sensei something, and I was like, I went on my Instagram right there next to Bob, and I changed it to Shogun Sav. I was like,
right then and there, let them know,
no more Sensei, Shogun now.
So how would you describe your sound, brother?
My sound?
Yeah, your sound, your music.
I like to.
You as an artist. You
know, I like to have a lot of. I like to have culture references. Like when I'm making music, I like to have I like bars. I like hard hitting bars. I like for people to hear like metaphors and shit like that. I want to be able to I want people to hear my shit and go, ooh, like, oh, run that back. What'd he say? Like, I always been a fan of that, and I feel like I got that from I've always been a fan, big fan of music. Like my mom always gangster rap in the car. It was always gangster rap. My mom loved it. The DJ Quicks, the E40, like she had all these tapes. All Eyes on Me, Tupac, like all the explicit versions too. My mom was never one to cut corners. She was never one to try to hide anything from my ears. She's playing everything. Like when it was music wise, she was playing everything. And so I was my cousin had this dude one time, and we was riding around during Christmas, and he bought me a PS2. I was staying with my grandma, and so like Christmases were weird because I was like, I was there and I was my grandma and shit, but it wasn't my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like I was staying with my cousin, and like she had her son, but I feel like and I got presents, but I feel like I didn't get presents. You know, that makes sense?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Like, it was weird. But anyways, I was riding with him, and we was in Target, and Jay-Z's American Gangsta album came out. And he did the American Gangsta album, and my cousin's boyfriend had bought it. He was, like, juiced to be. He was like, oh, damn. And at this time, I was, like, listening to music, but I wasn't dissecting lyrics yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, putting ear to the music and hearing the metaphors and hearing the shit until he popped in that tape, and the whole night we was driving around. We was listening to songs. He was hitting Jay-Z would say a metaphor. He stop it. He be like, bro, did you get that one? He basically saying base, base, base. All right, let's hear it again. And then he'll run it back, and he did that with every song on the album.
We drove for 8 hours.
That's a long night.
It was a long night.
Yeah.
But it made me like be like, damn, dog. Like, like Jay-Z made me a fan of Jay-Z. I'm like, this motherfucker can rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It made me a fan of Jay-Z, and it made me like hear music differently.
Yeah.
It made me hear music differently.
The catalyst of how you just started to develop and as an artist.
And really start to dissect and really start to think about the lyrics before I put them down and shit.
Yeah.
And then I had this phase where I would write music with the dictionary next to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll sit there with a dictionary and I'll write and shit like that. And then like words that'll pop in my head, if I don't, like, that's a big thing too. Like, I'm a researcher when I write. Mm-hmm. So I'll write shit and I'll research as I'm writing. If I don't understand something or if I'm using a reference that I don't get, but it sounds good, I'll see if it makes sense. And then I'll be like, you know, all right, let me see if I could put this together, you know.
Yeah. I feel like I've used a metaphor before that it doesn't make sense. Like, you could see how I got to my point, but I was for sure dumb when I said it. Mm-hmm. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but I've definitely said some shit where I'm like, you know, I probably should have looked up that word.
yeah, and that's me. See, I'm a word looker upper. If I'm rapping and I'll come up with a word and I'll be like, damn, first of all, is it a word? I'll see if it's a word, and then I'll see what it means, and then I'll see if it pertains to what I'm saying, and if it does, I'll use it. If it doesn't, I'll just move on from it.
So to kind of touch on the music thing influence, would you say, like, besides Jay-Z, that there were other artists that really influenced you and your sound?
Yeah, for sure. Like, big early, I think everybody our age was, but Lil Wayne. Like, Lil Wayne was one of those guys
when the Carter 3 came out?
I was in Atlanta, and it was one of the tightest albums I probably heard in my life.
Yeah, that's
at that time. Alone. I was like, wow, this album is different. Yeah. This dude is different. I'm like, this dude, like, yeah, it was amazing.
Wait, Carter 3 is the one with the baby on the cover, right?
Yeah. What do you have? I know he had 3-peat.
That's that Phone Home.
Yep.
3-peat. He had
that one's
no. Did he? No, not the He had Lollipop on there. No, that was on the one
on there though. Yeah, he had some good, good music on there.
Was it that How to Love song? Was that one on there?
No, that was on the rock album after.
Oh, that was on the okay. Well, I remember that's like a very recognizable album.
I remember, that
baby.
Like Phone Home was on. Mrs. Officer was on there.
That's the one I was thinking about. Yeah, Mrs. Officer. That's a
Mrs.
fucking
Officer was on there.
Banger.
Yeah.
Was it that one? No, I think Lollipop was like a diss to like The Dream or whatever.
No, yeah, it was a diss to him because they were fucking with the same chick at the same time. Mm-hmm. So he was like saying, "Hey, bro, like she want me, she don't want you," type shit. That was what that song was about.
Good for them.
But The Dream dissed him first because I forgot what song he did. But it was that R&B song that we all sing, but really it's a diss. Like,
I Love Your Girl.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He came out with that one first, and then Lil Wayne came out with Lollipop.
That's
hella funny.
That's a subliminal battle.
Between the R&B dudes. It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, when did you say you would take... How old were you when you say you started taking music seriously?
It wasn't until... I had to say, like... 16, maybe. No, yeah, it had to be like 15, 16. I had met these cats at the school I used to go to, and it was like it was a center. They had like a studio. They had like trying to build a studio in there, and they were trying to do different things. And I have met these 3 cats, and now that I think about it, I've always been in a group. I feel like because we had started this group called We the People. Who's on the money? We the People, you know. And so it's WDP, who's like doing shit. We wore these straw hats. We all have straw hats. And so we used to always wear our straw hats all the time. All 4 of us. And just...
Like Luffy?
Like Luffy. But they were, like, we just all got random straw hats and we just were wearing them. And so we were, We the People, man. We would rap. We do 4-man songs. And like I was getting my footing. You know what I'm saying? I was like... But at that time I was like, okay, I'm getting a little bit better with the craft. I wouldn't say I was good yet, but I was getting, like, I was putting stuff together. I was putting songs together, which I had never done before. I was putting songs on wax, which I never done before, and I was doing all that. And then I had an opportunity to rap with KRS-One. So I met, I met KRS-One when I was 16. So I was told that I was gonna get to meet him, and I was like, damn, I gotta write a rap, all right? And so naturally, I wrote a rap. That now that I think about it, probably it wasn't great, you know, but I think it was the idea of a 16-year-old going up rapping in front of him that he was like, okay, that's tight. So he had invited me to come to a studio session, and so I ended up going to, like, my mom got to meet him and hella shit. I ended up going to a studio session, and I got a song on wax somewhere with KRS-One, and this girl named Aria, you feel me? Yeah, so
holy fuck,
it's on the CD. I got the CD somewhere, but I don't even think the song skips.
I was gonna say we gotta find a way to clean that CD.
Yeah, what's the name of the song?
It don't even for real got it. It was just a fucking like a studio session I got to pull up on, and I don't think the song ever even like
dropped or
never really got mixed or anything like that.
Never really did nothing with it. It was just one of those, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He shouted me out by last name. Yeah, I got Amos on the song after me. You know what I mean? That's my last name. So I got that, which is tight. But at that time when I did that, I was like, okay, I might be okay.
Yeah.
I might be okay.
KRS-One said I was.
Bro, he said I was tight.
Validating.
I was like, he thought I was tight.
Yeah.
And maybe it wasn't. Maybe he was just
being nice, but who knows? At the same time, you still got it though.
Hey, and I ended up getting tight. I still reach out to him to this day, bro. He don't never reach out. I still, KRS-One, if you watching this, bro. Yeah.
What's up, brother?
But I still reach out to this. I still reach out to this day.
That's what's up. Hell
and hit him in the DMs and shit like, hey.
You remember me?
Well, I'm tighter now.
I'm tighter
now, bro.
I'm a Shogun now,
bro. I could give you a 24, a crazy 24 right now, bro.
He should check out the name.
Hey.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was dope, and that made me
start taking it more serious.
Start taking it a little bit more serious. Yeah. I was doing that. I was the people's champ at my school at the time, so like everybody around me was really like, yeah, he's gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was like, people were feeling it. The music that I was making in the studio, I would put it out to my peers and shit. Everybody would feel it. It was like we were doing this little dance, you know. And then I met Bullshit. Then me and Bullshit met, and then from there it's history.
From
Yeah, from being at that school. So I knew his little sister first. We were friends. Me and his sister were friends, and he was always back and forth from the Bay. And then I was staying on Land Passes in the Heights, and I was my mom had this little 1-bedroom. I had just came back from Atlanta, and this is the first time I didn't stay on Florida and French, right? Because this is the second time. Because when we moved from Florida and French, we moved to the Flats, and I was staying in the Flats for a little bit, and then that's where everybody was getting in trouble, and then I left. When I came back, she was in the Heights, and so I've never experienced North Sac.
Yeah.
This is me coming to North Sac for the first time,
Yeah.
And seeing that shit for the first time, bro, I was like, this motherfucker's grimy.
No, yeah. North Sac there's a huge difference between North Sac and South Sac. There's
the thing I do like about North Sac is
difference.
Everybody's fucked up. Not just somebody, not just one demographic of people. Everybody's fucked up out there.
Yeah.
The white people's fucked up, Mexicans are fucked up, the blacks are fucked up, everybody's fucked up out there. The Asians are fucked up, everybody's fucked up out there. So I'm like, well, versus the South, you got classes of people that, you see certain people that, man, out there, I feel like everybody's fucking, like, you see a little bit of everything out there, bro. Yeah. And it's like it was weird. It was weird being out there for the first time and, like, living on Land Passes and really seeing, because I stayed on them. Like, if y'all been to Land Passes, I stayed right on the corner of the 4-way. It was like a 4-way, and I stayed right there in the corner apartments, and it was just weird.
Wild shit,
just thugging, yeah. And I remember bullshit walking past my apartment for the first time, and I seen him and cousin Aunt, rest in peace. Ended up being, fam and shit. Yeah. Ended up being like fam, but hey, you need some weed? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I got some weed, but we could. I'm like, you Brianna's brother, right? He's like, yeah, Brian. We start talking and shit, chopping it up, and then from there, he had heard the song I made with KRS-One. His sister played it for him.
Oh, fire! Okay.
Sister played it for him, so he's like, bro, I heard you rap. You're tight. Like, you tight to me. That was dope. Woo. So me and him started chopping it up a little bit, and then we started getting in the studio together, and then me and bullshit started fucking around.
So he was rapping at this time too.
Yeah, I think he wanted to start dabbling in it. He wanted to start figuring it out too.
Yeah.
And so we were like trying to figure it out. And then he had invited me to a party one time. And then we went to this party. It was me, him, and this other dude that we knew. We went to a party and we was there chilling, kicking it. Me and Bullshit on butt, dancing and shit, right? And the dude we came with, he's like ready to go. He's like, hey man, I'm ready to go home. Like,
yeah,
I'm ready to go. And I'm like, not ready to go. I'm like, dog, this is where it's at. Like, where are we going? We going home?
They throwing ass in here.
We going home?
I'm not going.
You going home? No, I'm not going home. Bush is like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, bro, it's good. You can stay out of my house tonight. I'm like, all right, say less. And so me and Bush, after the party, bro, we walked the long-ass bike trail to his house, and we really chopped it up. And that night sealed the deal, bro. After I stayed at his house, we, like,
best friends.
Inseparable, bro.
Yeah.
Inseparable,
Brothers.
Bro. Yeah. Yeah. And
is that when, I know that's when you guys had first met, but when did you guys decide to start going, like, NoGravity Clique? Like, when did that entity arise?
So I feel like we clicked up pretty quick though, cause we started MOE at first. We was money over everything. Okay. We was like, all right, we about to be MOE boys, Mo boys.
Yeah.
Like I started calling myself Sav Mo.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? And like we started like dabbling in that a little bit and like making music. We had made this song called Relations. It's on YouTube still to this day, which is pretty. For our first song, it was a pretty dope song. And so we was like buzzing a little bit in the area we was in, and we were like kind of filling it out, but we realized we sound good together though. Like, dog, we might have something. Like,
yeah,
together we're pretty dope,
Yeah.
And so we started figuring it out, and then when my oldest daughter was born, I had moved to Atlanta because me and B we were tight. Like, he's seen both my daughters born, like all the shit, right? And so when she was born, I had moved to Atlanta, and we were still like locked in and shit. Yeah. And then when I moved back to Atlanta, so my daughter's mom, they came back first. She left me basically, came back to Cali, and so I was like, fuck. Me and my mom stayed out there for a little bit, And then I was like, man, I'm trying to go home. Like, my daughter's out there.
Yeah, you just can't go see the babies. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I going to stay out here for? I was like, feeling like, what the fuck am I going to stay out here for, you know?
Yeah.
And so when I went back, I went back with nowhere to go, though. Like, we went back with nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, my mom had to, like, we went back with nothing. No plan, no nothing. We stayed in the hotel that first night. Like, it was nothing. And then B was like, he was staying with his girl at the time, and he's like, dog, you could stay with me, dog. He's like, you can stay with me. And then I started staying with him and shit. And then, you know, we were going through the motions of that, trying to figure it out and shit. But one day we sitting there smoking. We were watching the Mac and Devin movie. Mac and Devin just came out. We got it on the red box. And we were watching that shit and hella laughing and shit. And then we were sitting there and then we were smoking and Bush is like, he's like, no gravity. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? All right, nigga. All right. Like, I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He just said no gravity.
And is it just you two, or is there like...
Yeah, it was just me and him.
Okay.
It was just me and him. And I think his girl was sitting there. He's like, no gravity. I'm like, no gravity. And then he eventually was like, no gravity, Clique. And then we're like, okay. Is that what we are now? Like, yeah. And then we just like, all right. So we just start saying no gravity, no gravity, no gravity, no gravity, Clique. And then it just kind of adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit became a household name.
Shout out the gang, bro.
Yeah, shout out the gang. Yeah. So yeah,
what is like your strategy when you're making music and then eventually putting it in the studio and recording it?
I like to
like your creative process, basically.
I like to pre-write, so I want to make sure my shit's down. By the time I'm in the booth doing the song that I'm doing, 9 times out of 10 I know my lyrics by heart. Like, that's how much I'm running through it, and that's how much I'm practicing. That's how much I'm like saying these lyrics and like going over it and shit like that. So by the time I'm doing it, by the time I'm ready to go in, I know the shit by heart, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of like repetitiveness. It's a lot of like just sitting there like old school pen to pad, repetitive, playing the beat over, doing it, playing the beat over, and like figuring out what works. And I feel like it just takes me long because I want it to make sense. Like, I don't like putting anything on the paper. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like putting anything on wax, and I don't like sounding any type of way. Like, I want this whole shit to make sense. And so it'll take me a little longer because I'm deleting shit and I'm adding shit and I'm rearranging and just all types of shit. And like in my head, maybe a little bit too much about it. Yeah. Like, I went through this phase where I was just freestyling all tracks. I was with Triple M during COVID. Yeah. Me and Triple M was together a lot, and I mean we still like together a lot. That's my girl's cousin, so I see him all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's family at this point. But at that time, like during COVID, we would get together a lot, and like I was like practicing a lot with not putting the pen to the pad, like punching in. Yeah, I was doing a lot of punching in. Yep. And so I actually like that. I think I like that form of writing. I like that more than writing better because it's like more authentic, and it's like
because it's in the moment.
It's in the moment. Sometimes you come up with your better shit like when you're thinking on the spot and when you're put on the spot, and it just feels more natural, and it feels like it's a very dope ass way. I see why rappers like to punch in, and I see why like good songs come out of punching in.
Cause it's that feeling, bro. I got a project I'm dropping next month in July with Connor, and kind of on the same shit, bro. But I genuinely, like, I say the most ignorant, funny shit that's kind of catchy when I'm punching in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I got some shit that's written too. But I feel you though. Like the punch in, definitely. Like at first I wasn't a fan of it.
There's something about it that's good.
Yeah,
there's something about it that could be great.
Yeah, you know? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. If you do it right, and if you gotta have a mind for it too. Like you got the mind for it. You got the mind to do some punching and shit. Yeah. Because you're just there, you know? And so, you got to be able to, like, it's not for everybody either, though. You know, everybody can't do that punching.
I didn't like it at first, bro. Yeah. I didn't. I was like, man, I don't really, like, because I'm trying to think about what I would say, but also I feel pressure because, like, I'm here working with the homie, and it's,
I think that's the point of it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You feeling pressured and, like, not knowing what to say and being like, damn, this dude waiting for me to say something. Yeah. Like, I just said this, and now I'm trying to, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
That didn't work. All right, go ahead, hit me again.
You think of the word, and you're like, how do I get there? And
then you're like, all right, this the one. Yeah. And then you do it, and then you feel accomplished, though. You're like, all right, dog, all right, we on to the next one. And you might have your next one. You might do it again for the next one. Yeah. You might punch in and then be like, all right, damn, I don't have nothing to say next.
I used him in a bar. I was like, pocket so swole, they're Jose Ledesma large. See? And my ad lib was diabetic.
Come on.
You're a fucking asshole. You know what? I'm going to make a song just to get you to get tired 3 minutes.
That was off the top. I just felt that in my spirit. Yeah. Something told me. You know what I mean? Like, something whispered to me.
In your spirit?
Something whispered to me, yeah.
Come on.
They said, address this.
In your high caloric spirit.
Save his life.
Save him.
Disgusting. Okay. If there was any, like, local artists that you haven't worked with that you would you like to, start naming a couple people?
Local artists?
Yeah, local artists.
Local and, like,
and whoever, famous or not.
Damn, dog. I'd love to do a song with you, Flip, for sure.
Come on.
We could lock one in.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a song with you, Flip. I don't know. I think all the artists that I really like in Sac, or just in general, I pretty much
have done a track with them.
I've done a track with them.
Well, what about someone famous? Who's one person you would drop everything for to pull up to do a studio
DJ
session?
Quick.
DJ Quick.
And that's just because I know he got beats, and I know he gon' gas. Yep. Like, it's gonna be tight, and I know it'll probably be dope. Be a dope session.
I seen a tweet where they said DJ Quick is who everybody thinks Dr. Dre is.
Yeah. No, facts.
I was like, holy shit.
I seen that too. Yeah,
I did want to ask you, because you said your grandma moved to Atlanta in the 90s from LA. So does that mean, like, your parents are from LA?
My mom's from LA. Yep.
Okay.
My mom's from LA.
Okay.
She back and forth though. She LA Sac. So my mom's dad moved to Sac. He was the one that was in Sac. So he's the reason why my mom was coming out here. But for the most part, she was in LA though.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom's LA.
Yeah, I was wondering too, because I was like,
so majority of my family still in LA.
Yeah.
Majority of them.
Close with them.
And then, no. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. No.
It'd be like that.
I was gonna try to figure out a way to be like, oh well.
Yes or no, but no.
Yeah, no.
That's pretty much how it is with me, my dad's side of the family. So I feel it. Yeah.
So my mom, and like I just met my dad like when I was 28.
Oh shit!
And
what was that like?
A few years ago.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, what was that like, man?
I'll tell you about it. Crazy. I'll tell you about it. Hold on. I just don't want to lose this train of thought. Yeah. But my mom, my mom for the long time, me and my mom, she's like the only family member damn near I got out here that's blood, besides my kids now. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my family's in LA and shit, and like, bro, they getting married and shit, bro. I don't do that. My cousin Jalen got married. I was like, damn, dog, I would have liked to say yes or no to the invite. You know?
Right. Throw something
my cousin Rihanna got married.
At least make me feel involved.
I be seeing shit on Facebook. I see it on Facebook. I see that these people are getting married on Facebook, bro, and I just gotta like it and be like, oh, congrats, cousin. But in my heart, though, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, what the fuck? Am I chopped liver? I hope they see this too, bro. Am I chopped liver? Like, this is crazy, bro.
I just found out what chopped liver was the other day.
What?
You like it?
No, like the whole like the chopped liver thing.
The sling chop.
Yes,
that's crazy. You just found that out.
I just found that out the other day.
You're 30,
my daughter say, "What am I, a cockroach?"
Kids be saying the most damnest things, bro.
But it pertain though. Like, people don't like roaches, right?
Nah.
Tell me why Josiah just said the other day him and his mom were at the store, and I guess a lady with a fat ass walked by. And he dead ass turned around and said, "Damn, she got a fat ass." I said, his mom called me and told me that. I said, Josiah, where the fuck did you learn that from? Because you don't watch anything or consume any media of any kind that has like shit like that. Where did you learn that? He's like, I don't know. I'm like,
he just did. It's just wired.
It's just wired. Mind you, little homie, not even 5 yet. He turns 5 in a couple of weeks. I'm like,
he just knows.
Where did you learn that from?
You just know when you see one, right? You hardwired.
Yeah. I'm like, in my mind, I can't say it to her, but in my mind, I'm like, hell yes. Yeah. But I'm like, where the fuck did you learn that from?
Nah, it's innate. I mean,
that shit's
that's embedded in the DNA.
I was laughing, but I was mad at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, ha, that's hella funny. But where the fuck did you learn
that? So my daughter hit me with the what the helly the other day.
See?
She's like, she goes to grab something like we're at the gas
station. And I can imagine how Omar said it too.
She goes, what the helly? And then I stop right there. I'm like, so hold on, I beg your deepest pardon. She said what? Yeah. And she's like, she goes, I don't know. And I'm like,
It's sat there in the aisle.
I know.
I promise you.
Sat there in the aisle, and I'm trying to figure this out. I'm like, hey. What did you say? At this point, I don't even care what you said. I want you to be honest with me.
Yeah,
that's what it was about.
Just tell me.
Yeah. Then she finally said, I said what you said. I'm like, don't say that.
I'm like,
and see, that's what
Daddy says is what Daddy says. You don't say what Daddy says.
That's hella important to me. Like with my daughters too. I'm like, bro, it's not even about me being mad or you getting in trouble. I just want you to always tell me the truth.
Yes.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn how ugly it is.
Yeah.
Just fucking keep it a band with me, and then we can figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, the easiest thing you could do is just
tell the truth.
Tell the truth, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who else I don't give a fuck who else you don't tell the truth to. Me, tell me the truth always. So that way I know.
I think that's so refreshing too, because like, I don't know about y'all, but like growing up for me, I was so scared to tell the truth to my mom. Because I feel like if I tell the truth, I'm going to get more in trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lie to not get in trouble type shit.
Yeah.
As our generation as parents, I think we're learning from those type of things and doing the opposite. You know?
We come from a generation of like ass whoopings and scoldings and like we would get hit though. Yeah. We would get hit. Like we're so different from our parents. We're so passive compared to our parents.
I've not hit my daughter at all.
We're so
I put in timeout.
Bro, we're so weird. Like, we talk about how our grandparents are soft, like how our parents are soft to our kids.
Yeah.
But we're soft to our kids, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's facts.
But that's because they were so hard to us.
Yeah.
And their parents were hella hard to them.
I got beat every day second grade.
You kept eating the crayons, bro. You gotta stop eating the crayons. I know blue was delicious.
And I wasn't getting beat every day, but I was getting beat a lot. And it wasn't like for nothing. Like I was doing shit and getting in trouble. But damn, did I need this?
Did you have to let out your trauma, homie?
You didn't want to just sit down once and kind of maybe try to figure out what's
a strategy?
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to me. You don't want to see if I need some extracurricular activities?
Throw the belt at it.
Yeah.
Throw the belt at the problem. That's how we doing at work.
That's all funny. So, real quick, because we're going to have to close it out a little bit. What would you say is like your next big goals, let's just say as an artist and as a man, for like the next 2 to 3 years? What would you say is like your biggest goals you would like to accomplish?
I want to, so I actually did this creative sit down with Creative Gang, which is dope because you guys had them on the podcast.
We just had them. Shout out to Jerome and Corday.
Yep, shout out to Jerome Corday. I went to
You see that video where Jerome went to his hometown and he was able to get samurai security guard in his hometown?
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
he's from like Connecticut or Kentucky or
he said something like
is it middle? Is it
in the middle of the country?
Is it like Midwest?
Midwest somewhere. I forgot where. I think he said Cincinnati or some shit.
Oh yeah.
But shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to them,
he was able to get his manga in his own hometown comic book store.
That's tight, bro. That's tight. But yeah, I did they did a whole seminar of just like. They had a bunch of creatives around, and they were doing like talking about how they got started.
Yeah. They told us about that.
Was it the 8-week thing?
No, that's for the kids. Remember, that's coming up. That's supposed to be for high school kids.
So they were doing. No, it was just they're basically looking for people for their team.
Remember that their whole building is a community based business.
Yeah. Oh,
I went to that. Yeah, I was able to. I was chosen to go, and I was able to go sit down, man, and see what they were doing, and it was mad inspiring. I think in the future for me, I for sure want to. So I got this idea for a comic book. I for sure wanna start getting like
in development.
Yeah, in development, and I like as of lately, like just my consumption of movies and my knowledge of movies and like all the shit that I'm seeing and watching. I think I'd like to make a movie. I want to do a short film.
Absolutely.
Fire.
I think I want to.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Just figure it out and try.
So you just want to create, basically.
Just create. Yeah, I just want to create, no matter what that looks like. I think but really like film.
Some form of cinema.
Some form of cinema.
Yeah.
I think I want to do like, yeah.
You want to do the aspect of like, or you want to be in control of the whole thing? Because like, I know that there are like people who are writers, right? Come up with a great story, but then there's actually people who are like.
One's director.
The director, the producing.
Type shit.
But like, I'm trying to direct something. I want to write and direct a movie.
Okay, there you go.
Like the idea of my own and handpick my actors and like make a film.
Yeah,
I think that'd be dope.
I have great ideas. I just don't know camera angles. I'll be looking them up on YouTube, bro, and I cannot figure that shit out.
See, maybe we can get together, man, and try to figure something out.
Yeah, I want to do some funny shit, but also some serious shit too.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure something out. I got Bob on board.
Yeah,
Bob's on board, so I'm like, man, we need somebody behind the camera. We got somebody behind the camera. Really, we just need to start talking like writers and treatments and figure out like a story idea and get something dope and like figure out what the people want to see.
Yeah.
Like homeboy Curry Baker just got the Obsession movie from a 12-minute short he made on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Somebody seen it and liked it. Yeah. Gave him a fucking movie deal. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's wild.
Box office hit for
same thing with other bro, the King Parsons youngster. He's like 20, 21.
Yeah,
he had that YouTube series Backrooms, and now he made it into his own movie
bro.
at 824.
This is crazy, and that's what's dope about the movie game right now too. It's like there's so much independency in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even earlier this year, there was that other YouTuber, Mark Filer.
Yep.
He made that Iron Lung movie. You know? So like that's the new wave right now. Is like dudes from YouTube or dudes that created their own content.
People that don't even have a name.
Yeah.
They're just fucking.
Because they're realizing like if you build a big enough platform of yourself, like whether it's social media or YouTube or anything like that, they're at some point they're just like shit. I already been making content for however many years on my own. I might as well just go try to get a studio to give me a little bit of bread, and I'll make my own shit.
They gave him like $750,000 for Obsession.
Yeah, and he made that shit's
that.
made.
that
shit's made like over $120 million.
Yeah, it's something crazy.
Crazy work.
Have you guys seen it?
I've seen it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it was a great movie too.
It
was one of the better. I watched a
recap of it, so I already know what happened.
It's one of the better horror movies of the decade, bro.
I make fun of him all the time because this motherfucker likes to go on YouTube and learn what the movie is.
I feel like as of lately, horror movies just in general, but horror movies I feel like been lackluster as of lately, and that one was.
I've been saying that shit for like
that one was
years.
very refreshing. Obsession was refreshing to see.
Yeah,
as far as like horror and thriller goes,
I'm huge on movies too. And like when I walked out of Obsession, I was like, "Is it crazy if I say this is like a top 5 horror movie?"
No, you're not.
I'm like, I feel like I might be.
Lately, shit's been weak. Bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't like Weapons. I feel like Barbarians was good.
Yeah, when I think of horror, I go to like shit pre-2000. You know what I mean? Like I watched pre-2000 horror movies when it was still good. But like my favorite horror movie is The Thing. That's my shit. Okay. The Thing is, and I just saw that movie like 3 years ago.
And you were like, damn.
Yeah, that shit blew me away. And like, it's crazy because the same guy that made Halloween, and Michael Myers is like my favorite horror icon. You know what I mean? So I was like, shit, no wonder why. You know what I mean? I like this shit because the same guy that made this shit made Michael Myers.
If you had to categorize it, what makes a horror movie good?
I mean, it goes with any movie, no matter the genre, but like the story and the characters in that story just have to make sense. Okay. Like that's first off. Especially I would say horror more so than any other movie genre because of the fact the whole premise is to make whoever's watching this feel uncomfortable and scared.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna try to do that, then you really got to make sure your characters and the writing with those characters have to make sense.
I think that's what Obsession did a good job with.
Absolutely.
It made you very uncomfortable early in the movie.
Early.
Like 10, 12 minutes in the movie, you're like, what the fuck is going on, bro? And then you start feeling cringy, and then the feeling does not go away.
It never goes away. Yeah. And it has to be like that, especially in today's day and age with social media and TikTok and YouTube. And, you know what I mean? Like, you really gotta hold people's attention with good writing and good characters.
People don't care about shit no more.
If you can make characters at least somewhat realistic in terms of horror, then that can make anybody enjoy your movie.
Have you seen The Prodigy?
The Prodigy. That sounds familiar.
It's a movie about this old dude. He's like a killer, and he dies, and he's like reincarnated into this kid.
Oh no, I don't think I've seen that one.
That's just
you seen Old Boy? Old Boy fucked me up. Y'all ain't seen that?
That one good?
That's a good Korean movie. That shit fucked me up. Or is it Korean or is it It's either Korean or it's what is that? I think it's Korean. I'll just say Korean because I don't remember the race of the director. But yeah, that movie's fucking good. It was. I watched it. It's like an old movie from like 2001, 2002. But I watched it on like a movie theater re-release situation. Okay. So I walked out of that movie like, oh yeah, I'm never watching that shit again. It's like not a bad movie. It's just. It's one of those. It's just a movie that's like it's a slow burn. Yeah. And then the end just fucking like fucks you up. You know what I mean? Yeah. That movie got me. So GTA.
Yes.
I was gonna say you brought up GTA. Yes. Let's talk about GTA. So
let me ask you, why you say it was bullshit?
Okay. Here's my problem. Right. First of all,
he has a thing for. He likes to touch things. He wants physical copy.
Fuck you, bitch. No, that's how I am with my movies. I don't care about that when it comes to video games. I'm not. That's not what I'm.
You buy digital.
I buy digital video games. Okay. Movies, I need physical copies.
Okay.
Because movies are forever, in my opinion. Video games, once I beat the story mode, I really could care less.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so, you're not going to trade it in because you're not getting no money for it.
Exactly. So I'm
keep it in archives.
Digital. Yeah. Movies, I need physical media.
Okay.
But, my problem with GTA isn't... I mean, first of all, if someone's going to go into a store and buy a physical copy... It's bullshit. You're not going to get a CD. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, I know other games have done it, but I haven't went into a store and bought a video game in a store in a long time, so I don't really know.
Right.
You know what I mean? What that's
but you know how people do like to go in the...
But I know there's a lot of people who do that. Like, how I feel about movies is how people feel about video games. Yeah. They want to have a case, a CD inside the case, you know what I mean? The whole shit.
They CD in.
Put that shit in, you know what I mean? Do what you do. So... I mean, obviously, I feel bad for those people. That irritates me for those people. But my bigger issue is GTA is making a precedent for making games $80 now, and you're not even getting the full game. They said if you want the full game, which is basically a tattoo shop, a car, an auto shop, a clothing shop, jewelry shop. There's like hella stores that are locked unless you pay the $100 edition, the ultimate edition they call it. So you're literally getting sections of a map
that you probably can't
access to unless you pay for $100 version.
20 extra bucks. Yeah, pay
that's my issue with the game because I had a conversation with Little Crump about this. Remember Little Crump?
You're being cheap.
Oh,
how much? So I'll ask you this.
Me and bro had a conversation about this, literally about this, because I posted it on my story the other day.
Yeah.
Me and him have a whole conversation about this. I said my problem isn't the fact that DLCs are a thing, because obviously DLCs have been a thing forever. Yeah. But usually when you have DLCs, that's after a game's already been fully developed and it's released on day one as a full game. Right. DLCs are meant to be just extra content.
Yeah.
GTA, you're basically saying if you want the full game, you got to pay $100 to access the full map and the full game.
But that's bullshit. You got to think about it. It's not really the full game. It's extra cosmetics for the game that you're paying for. Yeah. So you're paying $20. You're paying 20 extra bucks for extra cosmetics for the game.
Well, no, they said you get like extra guns, you get extra cars.
Yeah, but that stuff's not like mission based.
No, it's not.
So you still get the full game.
That's not my problem though, because that's just shit people pay for regardless when it comes to like expensive editions of games. That's the problem. But when they said that you couldn't access stores and shit, that's what bothers me. Because that's actually part of the map.
How much money have you spent in GTA 5? You spend money in GTA 5 at all? Or you make all you play organically?
I played GTA 5 a couple of times, but I've never actually.
You never really like
got into it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I think of GTA, I'm thinking of San Andreas. I'm thinking of Vice City.
See, I feel like GTA 6. I feel like they're looking at it like these motherfuckers been playing GTA 5 for 15 years.
But they're the reason why fans have only been playing that for 15 years.
Yeah, and
that's had 3 generations of consoles. PS3, PS4, PS5.
My biggest gripe with Rockstar, and like I'm gonna get the $100 version of GTA 6. That's just because that's what y'all asking for, and I've been waiting for this game, so that's what I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But my biggest gripe with them is the time that they spent on GTA 5 and the way they backdoor Red Dead 2. Because I feel like Red Dead...
They stopped making content for Red Dead 2 like a long time ago.
Bro, they like dismantled... I mean, the online still works, but they don't do nothing for that online. Oh. And that online is generations times better than GTA 5 online. Yeah. Just because it's real shootouts. Like, Red Dead 2 online is skill. Red Dead 1 GTA 5 online is how much bread you got. Or facts. Red Dead 2 is not about no bread. You can have all the bread you want. Can you shoot your gun?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can you really shoot while somebody else is shooting at you? Can you
do what you need to do?
Can you do what you need to do to survive? Not can you pull up on me in a fucking flying bike and shoot my shipment up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Rockstar should have deaded Red Dead 2. I mean, should have deaded GTA 5 servers. Kept working on Red Dead 2 servers online and like added bank heists and all the great shit that comes with being a Western dude. You know what I'm saying? Added all that shit and then maybe going into GTA 6 they wouldn't feel like they need to do this shop.
But that's what's contradicting about Rockstar, right? You're the reason why you haven't made a game in 14, 15 years. You're the reason why you haven't came out with a game. So now, and then you're also on top of that, you're also the same company that's developed GTA 6 at what was it, a $2 billion deficit?
$3 billion.
Yeah. So not only have you made this hyper expensive ass game that you've delayed not once, not twice, three times, and that's taken 15 years to make. Now you're trying to recuperate all that by milking your fans, by selling a game with no physical CD until 6 months later. They just announced yesterday that they're gonna come out with the CD 6 months after release, and it's gonna be still at full price. You're not gonna get it at $40, $50. Right. You're still gonna get it at $80.
Right.
So, in my opinion,
so you buying GTA 6?
No, I'm gonna wait until it goes on sale.
You won't buy it, okay?
I'm gonna wait until it goes on sale. I'll buy it eventually. But I'm gonna wait when it comes down from that 80 price point. I mean, that's why when people are trying to justify it.
What if it doesn't?
If it doesn't, then I guess I'm not getting it. Because I play other shit. I play.
Because GTA 5 is still $60 sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
that used to blow my mind. I'm like, damn, GTA 5 still $60.
I still have so many games in my library anyway. So I'm like, if anything, that shit needs to take priority that I've already spent money on, rather than a new game.
Before you buy a new game.
I mean. That's just me, though. This is just me. I mean, my problem with people in terms of consumers, which is 99% of us, are trying to justify it because it's bullshit that you guys are justifying an $80 price point when the only reason why it has an $80 price point with a $100 finished game is because Rockstar did this to themselves and you guys are bailing them out by buying the shit before gameplay footage ever come out.
Like all games are like $80 now, though, aren't
they?
No,
they're 70. They've been 70 for like 79. They've been 70 since what? COVID hit. They only jumped it up to 70 because COVID had hit.
You remember when before that it was 59, $60?
That's what I'm saying. Before that it was 60. Then COVID hit. Then
so now they
studios jumped to 70.
So now they're making it to where games you can charge. But I think GTA 6 is looking at it like this, bro. We're Rockstar, so we're gonna charge $80, and people are gonna pay $80 for our game. But if you're fucking, I don't know, EA, you're not gonna come out with the next 2K and try to charge $80.
Hell no, because that game comes out every year.
Just because GTA did it, you know what I'm saying? Like just because people got to realize this, just because GTA 6 is about to do this shit doesn't mean your gaming studio should try to do this shit. You guys just keep doing what y'all doing, and you guys will be okay. Rockstar is on a whole different level than most of these gaming companies anyway. So they're gonna charge the bag for the game because the game they're talking about real in-game currency. They're talking about people making real money off of GTA 6.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too. They're almost similar to like how NFTs are.
Box. They're thinking outside the bag, bro.
Like if I really was to do the streaming shit that I tried to do like last year, of course I would buy it because guess what? A game that big with this much anticipation. If you're a streamer, you gotta get it day one.
You gotta get it day one.
The $100 edition, you gotta day one because hashtag GTA 6 is gonna be like a trending hashtag for the first year of the game being out.
For sure.
So you gotta have that game. You know what I mean? If you're a streamer, now if you're a streamer or if you're a person that makes money off video games, I completely understand that. That's your hustle. That's what you gotta do. But if you're an everyday paycheck to paycheck person, like most Americans or most people in general, I say wait because Rockstar hasn't even showed gameplay footage yet. Literally, the pre-orders have already made. They said pre-orders have already made
$39 million.
Yeah, they made almost $100 million already off pre-orders.
Yeah,
we're talking about just pre-orders. with no game footage, not knowing what the main storyline is going to be.
But look, you look at it like this: gameplay footage. Do we need that, bro?
I say so. For me,
we know what Rockstar looks like. Yeah. We know what the gameplay might be like. Yeah. Like, you want gameplay footage? Go play Red Dead 2. A lot of it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I guess that's probably how they're looking at it. They're like, gameplay footage for what right now? Because like, you guys know how this shit's gonna. You guys know how this gonna work. Yeah. You walk around, you get in the car, you drive around, you shoot. Like, what do you guys want to see?
It's just it's gonna be a different.
People want to see how it looks.
It's gonna be a different setting and shit like that. I think you're just being cheap. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I buy video games. I just pre-ordered Wolverine.
Ball out, brother. You can't take the $100.
It's not that I'm cheap. It's just that I see through Rockstar bullshit.
You got the deluxe Wolverine?
Yeah. Okay. But it's only $10 more. Yeah. It's not $30 more. You know what I'm saying?
Original, yeah. So
you
want the suits. You want the extra
suits.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just pre-ordered Wolverine.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't talk to me about pre-orders, buddy.
Yeah, so I'm not cheap, bro. I see through the bullshit that Rockstar is doing.
That game's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fire. Insomniac, they made 2 fire Spider-Man games already.
And so my gripe with GTA 6 is I don't know what it's gonna do to gaming after this.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna have. I think it's gonna have negative effects because of the fact pre-orders just went live 2-3 days ago, and motherfuckers and their mama with no money for rent are talking about buying GTA 6.
Like, there's only gonna be a couple, and then I think the studios. There's only gonna be a few studios that make this, and it's the ones that's like the
big games,
the Naughty Dogs, the Insomniacs and shit like that are.
Fuck Naughty Dog. You've been writing one game for 10 years, bro. Make a new fucking game.
What game?
Last of Us. They've been writing on Last of Us remakes for 10 years.
My biggest gripe with Naughty Dog is they backdoor Jack.
No, they made the Nathan Drake games, Uncharted.
Oh my god, I love those games.
They've been writing on Last of Us for 10 years.
So they hired some dudes. I just watched this whole thing about Naughty Dog, bro, and what happened to Jack and Dexter because Sony.
Shout out! I loved Jack and Dexter.
Because Jack and Dexter is one of Sony's few IPs that they own from the gate. Like, that's their baby. Yeah. And then Sony was like, bought Naughty Dog and was like, because they was having some issues with Crash Bandicoot. Mm-hmm. And they was, Universal owned Crash Bandicoot. And Sony was like, hey, bro, link up with us and just make us an IP that's ours. And Naughty Dog made Jack and Daxter. So really, Jack and Daxter is the reason why Naughty Dog was able to make Uncharted and all that shit. But they had hired some people because they was like, man, we need a new Jack game. And dudes started working on it. Then they were like, nah, this ain't Jack. This ain't even Jack. And it ended up being Uncharted.
That's what's up.
And
man.
Then they started working on another. Then they hired some more cats, and they were like, hey, make a Jack and Daxter game. So they was like, all right, we'll do it. They started doing it, and they was like, nah, I just don't feel like Jack and Daxter. And they made Last of Us. So really, Naughty Dog's biggest issue is they're making shit that's too big for. They're just making shit that's too big on accident.
If anything you want to keep doing remakes of, how about we get a Jack and Dexter 4, bro?
That's what I'm saying. They got
that's what we
we had a new Crash Bandicoot, we had a new Spyro, we had a new facts. Bro. Jack and Dexter needs a comeback.
Oh fuck, I love Spyro.
He needs a comeback. Yeah, they're making a new Spyro as we speak, bro.
I know. Didn't it just came out?
Maybe,
or is it in development or something?
It's in development.
I just seen some news about Spyro.
It's in development.
Yeah, bro, those are games we grew up on, so those are fire.
Yeah. Bring Jack back, Sony. Naughty Dog.
Jack and Dexter 2 is fire, bro. That's
and
the
3
favorite.
is hella good. Like
3 is hella good, but
like 2 is good though. Because you in the city,
is my favorite.
You first get the guns and shit.
The fucking demon mode and shit.
The story's dark. Yeah, it's tight.
That 2's fire.
Yeah, it is.
I do want to say though, GTA 6. I really hope that they change the drifting mechanics.
You hope the driving's good? Like
that's what I'm really hoping for, bro.
Like you actually have a drifting
awesome. Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna do it. More likely, I mean, that's what I'm hoping for, bro.
They said the jail's supposed to be a playable area now.
Oh, for real?
You being locked up?
You being locked up? Yep.
Hey, you better not take that Snicker off the pillow.
Immediately said tripping the second you get in there.
They said jail might be playable.
Do not take that Snicker off your pillow, pimp.
Hell no.
They're saying crazy stuff about this game. It looks good.
Yeah, I've heard that same thing though, that you can make money out of it. It's like similar to how NFTs were, like you buy certain things.
They said it's gonna be like I think like Roblox and all those games and shit. Like you can make servers for people to pay to join your servers.
Yes.
Like how T Grizzly got the RP and shit like that.
You know, T Grizzly make more money off of that server than he does off his own music.
Crazy.
Hell yeah.
Crazy work.
Crazy. People love that shit, bro.
People pay thousands to get into
Well, here's the thing though, too, though, bro. What comes with that 1,000 is I'm gonna pay you 1,000 so I can get access to the server for like a month, right? But what's gonna happen to my streaming shit is I'm finna go up because there's hella people watching it. Because the thing that he offers is exclusivity by having that $1,000 entrance fee. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then when you get it, bro, now your stream is going up because you might have a chance to run a T Grizzly and have a viral moment with bro.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Sada Baby and him had a really viral moment when they were talking about the whole you ain't from the hood for real, like, you know what I mean, type shit. So the opportunity is there. That's why, you know, that's what you're gambling on.
And GTA and Rockstar bought that 5M shit from the RP, like the online.
Oh, the online part.
Yeah, the online part that they were doing on PC, all the mods and shit.
Online separately.
Rockstar bought that shit from them, and I think GTA 6 they're gonna try to implement some RP in that shit, like make that shit more realistic.
I was just thinking I should get into streaming before fucking GTA 6 drops because day of I already called in.
You called in?
You already.
I scheduled PTO.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna schedule PTO for that. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna
finish that game in like 5 fucking hours.
I'm getting a $100 version. I'm gonna get some days off. And I'm just gonna play for.
That's for you guys getting that serious, bro.
Really? Because a lot of people feel that way. Y'all not the only ones. A lot of people feel that way.
It's just because I mean, you know, we love the franchise, bro. We've been we can honestly say for our generation, it's not about the money and the monetization and all that crazy ass shit, bro. We've been playing Grand Theft Auto since we fucking no memory cards, bro. And having to keep our systems on so we didn't lose we didn't lose our fucking mission progress.
Notebooks with the cheat codes written in it and everything.
Come on, Vice City. I remember one Christmas.
You know what I just saw yesterday?
I know cheat codes by heart right now.
You know what I just seen yesterday on San Andreas? They came out with a cheat code CD. So before you would put in San Andreas in your PS2, you would put in this cheat code CD. It was a real legit Rockstar developed CD that you would pay for. You put in the cheat code CD. It comes up with a menu with all the cheat codes you want inside your game. You select all the ones you want. You submit it. Then you take that out, put it in San Andreas, and when you boot up San Andreas,
all your cheat codes,
all that shit's in there.
That's crazy.
I seen this yesterday, bro. I never knew this. I said, "What the fuck? Where was this at?"
That's why they say PS2 is one of the best consoles ever, bro.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Imagine that.
Yeah,
that's ahead of its time.
Absolutely, it is.
That's crazy.
That console was ahead of its time.
Yeah, you probably send
DVD. And the best games to this day. Out of all generations to this day.
And the most sold games to this day too. Absolutely. Like some of their games are like the most sold ever.
And it's by a wide margin too.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah. That's just how you know it was really that system back in the day. Yeah. And a lot of people bought that shit because it was the first DVD player that was a console too.
Yeah, that's how
people were able to finally watch movies and shit.
This dude I knew, this dude I was watching, he said that's how he got his parents to buy him one.
Yeah.
Cause he was like, Dad, it's got a fucking DVD player in it too, Dad.
Yeah.
And his dad was like, oh, say less.
It was cheaper than DVD
players.
It was cheaper than DVD players.
Same thing when the Blu-ray came out. When PS3 and the Blu-rays came out, Blu-ray CD players were like $800. PS5, $400 or $500.
Yeah, PS3, $400 or $500. Yep, and you can play Blu-ray on there.
Yep.
We're buying PS3s.
Run it, buy PS3s and play games. Yeah.
PlayStation probably single-handedly dismantled the DVD player.
No, facts. they helped it and destroyed it at the same time.
They destroyed Toshiba, the company. They had Sony ended up.
Oh yeah, because Toshiba had the HD DVDs.
Oh yeah,
they're like,
we
need
them out.
We need that.
Bought them out, and they put all they
take over your market. We're gonna take over your building.
Now I heard they put all their LED screens in Sony shit. Like whatever screens they was using, they bought that shit out. Now they use it for themselves.
What was that? What is that one song? He's like, running your trap and take over your trap. That's basically what Sony did.
Sony did.
Yeah, it's us now. We stepping like that for real.
Okay, so everything we ask every guest, we're hitting the end right now. Is ignorant take. It's basically like your version of unpopular opinion. What is your ignorant take? Shogun Sav.
Damn, I got some pretty ignorant shit too.
The harder the better.
Whoa. Pause.
Now if I would have said bigger the better, that's a pause. You don't say pause. You don't even know what pause is.
You don't even know what pause is? You're fucking disgusting.
Damn, I don't
know. Life's a pause.
Question.
Joe,
it could be anything. It could be music related, personal related.
Joe, help him out. Give us one. Give us one.
Iron Man. Iron Man isn't popular. It's Robert Downey Jr. that made Iron Man popular. That's
the acting? The acting?
So, okay.
You feel like people didn't like Iron Man prior to this?
Nope.
Prior to RDJ?
Iron Man was never that popular. It was always Hulk, Spider-Man, Wolverine / X-Men.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man never became that guy until RDJ became him. So, RDJ is Iron Man. Iron Man's not popular.
The guy from Tropic Thunder?
Black dude?
I'm a black dude in Tropic Thunder. Man disguises another man. Disguises another man. I fucking love that movie. That's like one of my favorite comedies. I just watched that movie
recently. I just watched it again recently, and I was like, "This shit's fucking hella funny, bro."
It still holds up after fucking almost 20 years.
That's why that's one of the few movies like RDJ could do that, and nobody was mad because it wasn't distasteful. It was actually funny.
It was legit funny.
It was actually funny.
He's like, for 400 years, that word has held us down. He said, "Motherfucker, what?"
Shit's so
stupid. Dave, when they asked brother, like, what's the name of the girl? He said, Lance. And he said, what? Hold on, wait a minute.
He said,
Lance.
He said,
Lance.
He said, motherfucker, you gotta go half retard. He said, that movie, you went
never
full
go
retard. You never go. That's just hella dumb.
He said, Forrest Gump. He said, Forrest Gump. Not full retard. What'd he do? Win an Oscar. He's like Sean Penn. He's like. No. He said
I Am Sam. He said, what happened to Sean Penn and I Am Sam?
He's like full retard. Didn't win an Oscar.
No Oscar. Dumb. He
said Russell Crowe. Beautiful minds. He said smart. Maybe autistic. Not full retard. Oscar.
He was actually onto something.
No, he really is dumb. He really is dumb. Ben Stiller's right into that movie. He's fucking hilarious. He was on it, bro.
Yeah.
He was on it.
Damn.
Even 20 years later, he's on it.
Yeah.
Ignorant take. Damn.
It could be anything. Music related, personal related. Just literally anything that comes across your mind.
Yeah, what grinds your gears?
I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah, once it comes to thinking about something that just really bothers you, that other people might think is okay.
Oh, this might be controversial. I think people hate women. I think society hates women. Talk about it. I can't too much, but I think society dislikes women, and they're trying to phase them out.
So what do you mean, like
that makes sense?
Like in terms of like just women in general,
they just don't. Yeah, they just. I don't know, bro. It's weird. It's a weird thing that I'm watching.
But like, doesn't acknowledge what like efforts or their actual existence.
That and they're trying to like phase them out. They're just letting. I think they're just letting us be women too much. Like they're letting men be women, and it's just phasing them out, and it's just like making it all weird to where women don't have a like. I don't know. It's just weird.
Oh, okay. So let me see if I'm catching what you're saying.
So for example, like in kids sports right now, how like girls are getting beat out for scholarships.
Yeah.
And I think nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody's like, nobody. Which
I hate, by the way. That
nobody
shit really
feels like that's an issue, bro. And I got daughters. Like if my daughter was running track and she got beat out by a little boy running track, I would be fucking livid, bro. And she didn't get her scholarship because of that. That shit would piss me off. And I don't think it's okay. And I think people are like downplaying how women feel about it. I feel like women should have the say so, and women are telling people how they feel about it, and people are like, nah. No,
that's not even just the women. I think as men and women, we need to protest that shit immediately.
I think
because that's bullshit.
In general,
because like you said, young girls trying to be college athletes or professional athletes, you got fucking Jimmy over here putting on a bra saying he's a girl, and yet he can just outbeat everybody else in that same space.
Yeah, now he's winning in that space, and he's gold number one in this space that women worked hard to be number
accomplish
one in.
And be their best at. No, facts.
And we're like phasing them out almost. We phasing them out. If I feel like if the government can have men have babies, they would do that next, and try to phase this whole shit out. Try to I don't know. Like I feel like they're trying to make women obsolete, maybe, or make them like not as important as they really are.
Yeah.
To society and to this world, and like women are like They fucking function, bro. They have us. They have people. Women have people.
Yeah, there's no us without women.
You know what I'm saying? They plant people on this earth, and then like I just be seeing nutball ass shit in this world, especially like on the net, just nutball ass shit, bro. That I personally can't get with, but I can't really speak about either, because if you do, then you're like looked at like you don't fucking like, and I don't give a shit when nobody does. Just leave the women alone. Leave the women alone, bro. I like women. Leave the women alone, bro. I want to see them succeed. I want to see them do great, and I think women are here, and we're somewhere here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is so crazy because it doesn't help that we're in the year of 2026, right? And everything's supposed to be like so advanced, so progressive. Yet you got hella countries outside of America that are literally legalizing women not being able to go to school past the age of 10. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not able to get their education, not able to wear proper the clothes they want outside.
Yeah, they're telling them what they should do with their babies, whether they should have them or not have them.
You know what I mean? Like even some states here in the U.S., you know what I mean? And this is not all people, but this is just the people that allow this shit to happen. Is like girls can get married and pregnant as early as 13 in some of these states here in America.
Yeah,
it's fucked up, man.
It's crazy.
It's absolutely weird and fucked up. We should be, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean, protecting these young girls.
Yeah, I feel like
protecting these young women.
I feel like our government was built on like three things, right? Like racism, blood, and pedophilia. And I feel like the pedophilia in it has not dismantled. I feel like our government still runs on pedophilia highly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so they've
gotten better at hiding it.
And they get better at hiding it, and it's so normal to them because the forefathers was doing it, and fucking George Washington and them were fucking kids probably, and like they all been doing kids like this. It's just ingrained in them to where they're like, dog, this is it's American.
Yeah.
It's American.
Yeah. No, facts. And people forget that America's system, like especially when it comes to our government, our body of government, the way our laws are ran, the way society's ran here in America, people forget our shit is from Greece.
Right.
And you remember what Greece motherfuckers were doing? Fucking little
sodomizing
boys.
And weird shit. Yeah.
Chopping off their dicks and fucking little boys.
Weird shit.
That's what those motherfuckers were doing way back in the day. Yep. And we built our society based on those motherfuckers' philosophies. And
this is why Damon got hemorrhoids.
It all comes back to Damon.
Damon got hemorrhoids, bro. That's
you Greek motherfucker. You want a gyro, bitch?
Yeah. No, but on some real shit though, yeah, we essentially established the same oligarchy that they had.
Yeah.
And so it's just developed into a worse and worse thing. Yep. Bro, but there be like, I'll be seeing shit, like I seen this video of like this young Mexican woman, she was like screaming in Spanish. She's like, "They're eating the babies."
No,
I was like, "What the fuck?"
The babies, like,
bro. I be going down rabbit holes, kids, like looking at shit.
I watched this dude on YouTube, and he talks about how he saves kids that are trafficked and stolen, and he like from the cartel and shit. And he says, what most people don't know is how the cartel is part of the occult. Like they worship the occult. He said, and a lot of these people that are kidnapping these kids, bro, this could get controversial on whether you believe it or not or whatever. He's like, but they're like real shapeshifters and demons and shit. Like he's saving these kids from demons.
Yeah.
Like actual shape-shifting entities, bro, and like giants and shit. Like he speaks about crazy ass shit, and you listen to him talk, and you're like, maybe, bro.
I mean, because you gotta remember, people also talk about New Orleans, and what is the number one thing in New Orleans? Right? Voodoo, demons, and vampires. That's
dog.
like the main shit that they talk about there in New Orleans.
Yeah, how
that
New Orleans is hella cursed.
Out there.
Yeah, it's hella cursed, and there's real
demonic shit down there.
Bloodsuckers, yeah. People that's fucking...
You do great out there.
You're hella disgusting.
You're there to suck something.
Fuck you, bitch. Well, man, this was a great episode, man. Let's clap it up for Shogun Sav, brother.
Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys for having me, man.
Shout out to the nephew. Appreciate you, Donnie, for pulling up on us, man. Yes, appreciate you, nephew. This was episode 44. We confirmed after deliberation before we started shooting. There was some confusion on both of our ends, so you know what I mean? We officially confirmed that today was 44.
Today's 44.
Ignorant shit.
Ignorant shit only. We will have a month break after this, so we will not have any episodes coming out in July.
We'll be back August 15th.
August 15th, that'll be episode 45 with Little Freezy. You're right, absolutely.
Okay.
So tap in with us around August. We are about 9 or 10 followers away from 500.
Come on.
So please tap in with us and get us to 500 because you guys who will get us to 500 will be able to participate in a merch giveaway that we got. So once we get to 500, I'll basically just kind of we'll do a video later to give more details. But essentially, me and Clique Flip will make a video saying, "Hey, we're at 500. We're gonna do a merch giveaway. These are the things you have to do to be involved in that merch giveaway." It's gonna be real simple shit, so nothing crazy.
Cool.
But 500 and someone, we might even do multiple people. Just depends on how much engagement we get out of it, to be honest. But one or multiple people can get free merch from Ignorant Shxt Only. Just to, get our merch out there. People know what
got ski masks, trucker hats, shirts,
man.
Shorts.
It's summer right now, so we got the shorts, we got the shirts. Shout out to Kuya's wife. She's about to hook me up with an amazing 4th of July shirt.
Facts, yeah. Shit, if you want your gun engraved, we can do it.
We do it.
Shout out to Lasering, we can get it. You know what I mean? Anything. So, let us know. We want us to build you a website. You want to subscribe to OnlyFans. We want to take care of you here at Ignorant Shxt Only.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, too, he's fat. So.
He's diabetic.
Episode
What's up? I'm Clique Flip, and this is one half of the Gout Boys. Here's the other fucking third.
I don't have gout.
The hell of the third.
It's been like 6 years. Anyway, this was episode 44 of Ignorant Shxt Only. Hope you guys have a beautiful Saturday. Peace.
Thank you for watching. This is Ignorant Shxt Only Podcast. I'm Clique Flip with my man here,
Jose Ledesma, a.k.a. Puerto Rican Poppy on the mic. If you like what you see and see what you like, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram and follow us on TikTok. It's lit, baby. Peace.